Afternoon, a Papillion-La Vista school psychologist arrested on charges of sexually assaulting a child outside of work. Jeffrey Fauble is accused of sexually assaulting a child who is not connected to any Papillion-La Vista schools or families. In a statement, the school district said Fauble is not allowed on campus or allowed any contact with students. He is currently on administrative leave. The district says they will fully cooperate with law enforcement on this matter.